Hi, this is Josh from Over the Shoulder Coding, where I help you prepare for software engineering interviews by guiding you through solving real problems. In this series, I will walk you through HackerRank's 30 Days of Code challenge, day by day. In day 4, we're going to learn about the difference between a class and an instance. This is a very important fundamental object-oriented programming concept. So our task today is to determine if a person is old or not old, or if they're a teenager. How we will do that is by implementing the person class that HackerRank has started off for us. So we want to initialize each instance of our person class with a variable age. When we're initializing the person instance, we have to make sure that the initial age parameter is non-negative or greater than or equal to 0. And if it is less than 0, we're going to print age is not valid, setting age to 0, and assign the age variable of the instance we're initializing to 0. In addition to the initializer, we need to write two methods. The first is a method called yearPasses, which simply increments the age of the person instance by 1. And the second instance is am I old, which prints out either you are young, you are a teenager, or you are old based on the value of the age variable of the instance. So if age is less than 13, we will print you are young. If age is greater than or equal to 13 and age is less than 18, we will print you are a teenager. Otherwise, we will print you are old. So for all values of age greater than or equal to 18, we will print you are old. HackerRank has made this exercise a bit easier for us by handling standard in. So for each line of standard input, they're going to grab the initial age of the person and then initialize a person from our class that we will write with that initial age. Determine whether the person's old by calling am I old. Then increment the age 3 times by going through this for loop 3 times and calling yearPasses every time. And then printing whether the person is old or not. So what we need to do is to implement the initializer, the am I old method, and the yearPasses method. So let's start with the initializer. Based on this prompt here, we know that if age is less than 0, we need to print age is not valid, setting age to 0, and set age to 0. So the way we'll do that is we will check if initial age less than 0, then we will print age is not valid, setting age to 0. And we will set self.age to 0. Otherwise, we will use the initial age. Next, we will implement the yearPasses method, which is pretty simple. All we do is increment the age value by saying self.age plus equals 1. So every time this is called, we will increment the age by 1. Now the most important method, we will implement the am I old method. So if the person is less than 13, we will print you are young. So if self.age is less than 13, we'll print you are young. And if they are less than 18, we will print you are a teenager. Otherwise, we will print you are old. Alright, let's run our code against the test inputs. Great, so here there's going to be 4 test cases. The first test case is the initial age is -1, so we should print age is not valid, setting age to 0. And then if age is 0, they are young. If they increment it by 3 years, they are still young because they'll only be 3. Next case is they start at 10 years old, they're young, then they increment it 3 years, they're 13, that means they're a teenager. Then we'll start at age 16, which means they're a teenager, and if they increment it 3 years, then they are old because they are greater than 18. Finally, we start with 18 and increment 3 years, and they're old both times. So let's submit our code and see how we did. Great. We passed all of their test cases. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you missed yesterday's video, please click here to review it, or click here to view my full HackerRank 30 Days of Code Challenge playlist. If you want to see me solve other problems, please comment down below which problems you want me to solve. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow.